Today, Nemo and I are here to bring you guys the top 10 tips for new players in Diablo Immortal. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and today I'm here with Nemo, and we are just reaching the shore, as are you, inside of Diablo Immortal. We know that you are brand new to Diablo Immortal, maybe brand new to Diablo as a whole, so we want you guys to have the best start so that you can get the most out of your time as you're learning to play this game. Nemo, thanks for coming through today. Thanks for helping me put this list together. And I also want to thank our Scrappy Echoes community of friends that we've made along the way for helping us compile this list from going through testing and all that great stuff. How you doing today, man?
I'm super excited, really pumped. The whole community came together and we got this really nice list for everyone. All of the beginners, and I really can't wait to share it, so let's get going.
Yes, and I want to remind everyone, this is part 2 of probably a 5-part series that Nemo and I are putting together, teaching brand new players how to get the most out of Diablo Immortal. But let's not wait anymore. Let's dive into tip number 1, and I'm gonna take this one, Nemo. When you start out Diablo Immortal, it's a brand new thing coming. It's just like any brand new game or any brand new service, any brand new social media. You have to get the names, your account names that you want. So what I plan on doing, and probably what Nemo plans on doing as well, is making as many classes as you can right as you start the game with all of the names that you want for your character. So for me, I'm gonna have Echo Gaming YouTube, Echo Gaming Diablo, as many names that refer to me as I can, because in each server, you can only use a name once, and everyone wants that golden name. I may even make Echo my name. How about you, Nemo? What's your plan for this?
Oh, as soon as the game starts, I'm putting out all of the characters that I want to play with, which is all of them. Yeah. And of course, I'm going to pick all of the names right away, because like you said, there's only one name per server. And if you really want a specific name, you best make sure you get on it quick enough and get it, because as soon as somebody else has it, it's over. You can't get it, that server.
Over, Johnny. It's over. All right, Nemo, take us into tip number 2. What do you have for the second tip today?
Sure. Tip number 2 is really important, and you have to pick up everything you see. A lot of new players, when they start the game, they might look at a piece of gear and say, well, it's not really for me, I don't really need it. It's important to pick up everything you see. In fact, in the settings, you can actually go in there and put a thing that says pick up everything that you see automatically, which is a really nice, easy thing to do right from the start, so you don't have to keep clicking it. It's important to pick it up because you can take all of the gear, even things that you don't need or want, and salvage them at Charcy, who's the blacksmith, or upgrade materials. This upgrade material you're going to need later. So it's very, very important to make sure that you grab everything and make sure that you salvage it. Now, alternatively, if you see a legendary piece of gear or an aspirin key, you actually don't have to pick those up. And I know it's kind of scary to just let a legendary go, but that will get delivered to your mailbox. Same with the aspirin keys. So you, technically speaking, actually don't have to pick those up, even though I do all the time because I'm nervous, but they will get delivered to your mailbox.
Yeah, and this is great. And if you guys are a little bit lost and you don't know what aspirin keys are, or the difference between regular gear and legendary gear, that stuff is gonna come to you very quickly. But the point is, when you first get into the game, you're gonna have to tap to collect. And honestly, it's frustrating to have to tap every piece of gear, resources. So you just jump into the settings and you can really quickly auto pick up. And it's one of the best things. You can see we're doing it right over here right now. And it's a quality of life piece right there. Quality of life, take it easy, make it easy. And when you visit the blacksmith, salvage everything, because as Nemo said, these resources you are going to be in dire need for later on in the game. Tip number 3 is about your skills. I love the skill system inside of Diablo Immortal for many reasons. One of those reasons is you don't have to decide what skills you want to upgrade, because as you upgrade your character inside of the game organically, your skills all upgrade with the character, so you're never in that position where you have to decide, oh, do I want to upgrade and invest in this skill or in this skill? It all is going to upgrade, and when you have your max level character, you'll have all the max level skills as well. You start out with 0, but you quickly get a few. Now, with that being said, you want to use your skills in battle as often as you can, because they are regenerated by time. So if you use a skill, it'll regenerate in X amount of time. Some skills regenerate fairly quickly. Some of them have multiple charges per skill use, and others take a little bit longer to regenerate. But rule of thumb, when your skills are available, you use them, because they'll come back. You don't have to waste any resources, pick up anything to recharge them. I mean, Nemo, it's that simple. They just recharge themselves with time.
Like you said, just as soon as you have the skills, you let it rip, let it rip.
Let it rip.
So one of the things that's very important, a lot of people miss on this, you have to make sure that you kill any orange mob you see. It's important to kill the orange ones because they actually guarantee a legendary. Some people will be running by a map and you'll see this orange skull that shows up. If it shows up on your map, you have to absolutely go and attack it, because like I said, it will guarantee you a legendary piece of gear. Super important. Another thing that you have to do is you have to, if you can, make sure that you party up with people. Because if you party up with friends, not only is it more fun to play with others, which is also a lot easier, you can chain kills together so you can get more XP, you can get more mats. Just more people equals more, and more is always better. And another thing that's very important, some people don't get, is some maps will have world bosses that can be spawned with specific mechanics. And if someone spawns a world boss, you'll see on the top of your map over there, or actually on top of your screen, it'll say a Hydra spawned, or a Golem is spawned, or something like that. You want to make sure that you run to that boss and put at least one hit on them. You don't have to put any more than one, but if you do, that world boss will also drop the rewards for you as well. So if anybody spawns a world boss, it doesn't matter who, run and kill it, because you will get the rewards as well.
Yeah, that's a great tip, Nemo, and I'm going to actually dive in a little bit deeper, because when you're a brand new player, not only are the orange bosses that guarantee you the legendary item, which is awesome. If you ever see that, even if you're not a brand new player, when you see that orange skull, you go running because you want that free legendary. But even when I see purple bosses and blue bosses, they're not going to drop, or they're most likely not going to drop me that legendary piece of gear. They could. Most likely they won't though, but they do give you more experience from taking down these enemies that are the brighter colors, the blue or the purple. So when I see them, even as a player that's been playing for hundreds of hours, I try and take the few seconds it takes to take them down to get the extra experience. It's worth my time in my opinion, and I think it's worth yours as well. So when you reach West March, you guys are going to run into a bounty board. This is where you can get daily quests that give you probably some of the best rewards inside of the game. In my opinion, and probably in Nemo's as well, these are some of the best experience gains and drops that you can get from playing the game and grinding it every day. So it's always a great idea to make sure that your bounties are done every single day. Now, a new feature that was implemented later on in the beta was if you missed your bounties yesterday, they'll stack and you could get them the next day. But after a certain number of days, you'll start losing those. So it's actually good practice to take care of your bounties every single day, especially if you have a limited amount of time to jump in and, you know, get them done, get those rewards. But also, you're gonna want to get your daily platinum quests as well. Make sure that you don't miss those ones. Now, while you're running around the world or walking around the world, you may run into hidden lairs and, you know, little pop-up events that go on inside of the realm that we're running around in, and those you're gonna always want to run into. One, they're forever changing and you're gonna run into great experiences, and two, there's great rewards and there's great experience to be gained from diving in to these pop-up lairs. Anytime that I see one, when that lair is open, you'll know it when you see it. I jump right in. I think it's a great opportunity and it's a lot of fun to do it. And in addition to that, you're gonna get daily activities that you're gonna wanna take part in as well. They're gonna be called your feature activities. They're gonna be giving you 2x battle pass rewards, and you're just gonna wanna grind through all of the things that the game is really offering you for free. Opportunities that they give you so that you can gain experience and game resources that don't cost you any money, especially if you're a free-to-play player. When you're being handed something by the game, it should be on you to take advantage of that and to really just get as much from the game as you can for free. But Nemo, I know you have a pro tip for us, kind of an addendum to tip number 5. So why don't you fill us in?
Sure. Now there's a pro tip. This is very important. Those daily quests that Echo was talking about, some of them give you platinum. You'll get a daily quest or a few of them, and if you complete them, you get the platinum. And the pro tip here is to do your battle pass points to max them out per week, but not to turn the points in. Because if you turn all the points in per week, you will eventually just max out your battle pass and not be able to claim your daily quests that give you the platinum. So the pro tip here is to make sure that you max out your weekly battle points, but do not turn them in. Turn in just enough to get your daily quests, so that way you can stack your battle points and of course turn them in at the end. You'll still be able to do it, but make sure that you get those daily platinums all the way through until Sunday. Turn your battle points in on Sunday. That's what you can get the max amount of rewards for everything.
Nemo coming through with those pro tips. Now, this is our top 10 list, but only 5 of those are being shared right here in this video because Nemo, over on his channel, the Scrappy Academy YouTube channel, is going to be hosting the other 5 tips. He and I are going to record another video and we're going to have it over there. And why are we doing this? Because we're a team. He and I work together here in West March, inside of Diablo Immortal, and within our clan family, the Scrappy Echoes, which it's early. It's really early. Maybe it's not that early. I don't know when you're watching this video, but you guys are invited to come on through. So in the description of this video is going to be a link to our Discord server created specifically and only for Diablo Immortal. That is the best way to play with Nemo and I, so we can all get inside of Diablo Immortal together and dive in and do some of these tips that we were talking about together. We can guide you. You can guide us. It'll be fun. Nemo, thanks for coming through today, man. I really appreciate you coming in and sharing some of these tips with the community.
It was an absolute pleasure being here as always. I also want to make sure that I thank our community, right? Our Scrappy Echoes that put together this list with us to help you become a better beginner player. Thanks so much for having me here, and of course I'll see you in my video.
Yes, that's right. I'm gonna go over right now and record part 2 of this video with 5 more beginner tips. It's gonna be hosted over on Nemo's channel. So before you go, drop down into the comments section below and you can put any questions you may have. And if you have none, how about a hashtag more Diablo Immortal? While you're down there, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell for regular Diablo Immortal videos. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you over on Nemo's channel, and be good.